Good morning everyone. In this video I'm going to analyze the live price action for EU and DXY to see what opportunities may be available for today. You're going to see my strategy and my analysis, so if you're interested in those then please stick around. Right, here we are on the daily. We have EU on the top, DXY on the bottom. So what's the daily showing us? Well, if we look at yesterday, Monday, we had a really big bullish day, right? Another bullish engulfing candle smashed through the previous weekly high. So of course we've left behind imbalances and we're obviously going to be in more of a premium of price again. If I slightly zoom out, you can see how we're making our high highs, high lows, continuing to make high highs, right? So if I look at it in terms of liquidity, this would be the next major point of buy side liquidity from a previous daily high. And inversely on DXY, we have that same low down here, though we have gone into some of an imbalance at the moment. So going back to zoomed in, what has price done so far today? We've taken out previous daily highs, buy side liquidity, and previous daily low on DXY as sell side liquidity. So you can see prices reacting from there, and so far we are moving bearish this morning during that London Open. So from this bullish momentum here, I expect there to be imbalances and POIs, you know, below in price. So possibly even from this daily chart, we're going to have a bearish morning or day, right? Because we've taken that buy side and sell side liquidity already. So structure is bullish, but possibly we're going to have some sort of bearish pullback after all this bullish momentum. Okay, so let's go down to the 4 hour, see if that agrees. All right, so 4 hour price action is obviously bullish as well. Low, high, 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 low, high, high, right? So I've used my fib tool here just to show possible bullish leg, right? We're clearly in the premium of that leg up here. You can see where we've just swiped the previous daily high. We've left behind a massive imbalance from yesterday and price looks to be heading towards that. Now, this is still in the premium, so price may head lower, but this is obviously a POI to draw price down into regardless, okay? So we pretty much mitigated this previously, created a new bullish leg, premium, buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity taken on here on DXY, and we have the same imbalances towards a premium. So again, structure is clearly bullish. However, I'm looking at possible pullbacks until we come down to these POIs and see if price changes to go bullish again, then you can look to go with the trend. But using liquidity, and we've recently taken buy side liquidity and these are a drawn price, my current bias and motive for at least the London session is to see if we can get involved with these pullbacks. Okay, so the 4 hour agrees in my opinion. There's not much else to speak of, I would say, in this morning. Just keep an eye out on these POIs. Let's see where price is going to, and we'll see what the lower time frames are also telling us. So that said, that's quite quick. Let's go down to the 1 hour and see what the 1 hour looks like. Okay, so I'm zoomed in even more on price here on the 1 hour. Why? Because we have that 4 hour leg here that I had just shown, but I'm gonna treat this as a separate 1 hour leg, even though you could probably treat this whole thing here as a 1 hour leg, just because we swept some internal sell side liquidity here and broke above these internal highs. So we had this bullish price action yesterday that created what looks to me like a leg. Okay, so it looks to me like a bullish leg breaking above those highs. So I can treat this as a discount down here and a premium up here. So like I said on the 4 hour, once price comes and maybe fills this area and we have our own order blocks and imbalance here, I can treat this as a discount and see if price switches to continue with that trend again. Okay, while bearing in mind we still have a 4 hour discount below here. So I hope that's clear. Let me know in the comments if not. So on the 1 hour, just analyzing EU for the moment, you can see where we spiked above during Asia though, because this is an Asia range, spiked above the previous daily high, and we had some bearish movement, pulled back up, mitigated this imbalance and 1 hour order block here, which I've drawn out. And now since then, we are reacting bearish from there. Okay, 22 minutes left of this hourly candle and it's moving bearish, and it looks to be like it will possibly break an internal low. So we'll see how that goes once we go down to the lower time frame. So just to repeat myself, buy side liquidity, premium, 1 hour POY possibly being rejected now, and we're waiting for that lower time frame shift to also build on that confluence. Okay, we have this draw on price below as an imbalance within the discount as well. If we go over to DXY, we have the same leg, right? We can see, though I haven't drawn it out, let me just do that internal high sweep and breakdown in price, just like we did here. So we have this bearish 1 hour leg possibly, and price has taken that previous daily low, had some bullish momentum, and then pulled back, filling this imbalance sort of in towards this 1 hour order block here, right? This array of red candles as a 1 hour order block. So price may pull down further into it, or it may continue bullish momentum from there. So we'll see. But currently they are reflecting each other pretty much perfectly, so I have no issues there. So we're within a discount, sell side liquidity taken from previous daily low, and we have this buy side POI as a draw on price, the same as we do here. So as those confluences, at least to me and how I read it, are building towards, again, I'll be looking for that bearish pullback if the lower time frame price breaks down and gives us that opportunity. Okay, it is against trend, and then once we're down into these areas here, or we filled this imbalance up here and into this order block as well, I can look for that with trend opportunity. So all that said, let's go down to the M15, see what opportunities may be showing for us this morning. So on the M15, as you can see, price has caught some momentum. So let's just explain that briefly. We have our overnight range here and Asia range in this yellow box. Price has just, during London, swept those lows. So the sell side liquidity below Asia. So you're seeing some bullish reaction from there, and you're seeing bearish momentum on DXY. Now DXY had evaded its 1 hour POI previously, but now it's well within it, and has also spiked into that 15-minute order block. So if we're going to see price go with my current pullback bias, it may hold here, and then we may see that come into the market, right? So price has swept this low so far and pulled back. Okay, so what I'm waiting for now is order flow. So I'm fine with price taking this sell side liquidity, though Asia and London cycle, usually if we take one side, we may head towards the other. So we may head towards these highs for more buy side liquidity, but I'll keep an eye on that. However, if we break down still after taking this sell side liquidity, then it still goes with my bias, and I'm good for that. So what would I want to see here? I'd want to see DXY reject this area and then break above. So it may break above this internal high here. That's more of a 5-minute high if you was to go down to that time frame, but it would probably look better if we break this high as like an M15 high. Leave behind obviously an imbalance and order block here, so possibly it's creating one now, and then it's creating that type of structure to go bullish right towards its imbalance area here. So this is what I want to see come from DXY. Break structure around here, so I'll bring that a bit higher. Some sort of momentum coming to the market, switch structure now by breaking this high and then going bullish. And then I want to see the same thing come from EU. Leave behind possibly this order block here, break down, right, breaking down below these lows as a break of structure, or even if it creates another internal low here and pulls back up and breaks down again, right? And then I want to see this pullback, possibly corrective to this area here where we're going to have our imbalance and order block with momentum there, pull back to it to go short. So that's what I want to see. So let's draw that in. Possible break of structure around here, possible inducement, which is just some buy side liquidity below our entry there to be mitigated. Then we'll have our order block with imbalance around here possibly, and then we can set our order there. Stop loss for me, I would probably put it just above these London highs currently to go short down to whatever matches your plan. Now again, this may show up better on the M5. You may have a smaller stop loss, a more obvious entry, but we'll see how that goes. If the M15 looks good, I'll use the M15. So we had mitigated a 1 hour POI. We'd come above these highs here, so this is also buy side liquidity being taken from these internal highs, and then a strong breakdown. But I'm still waiting for that momentum, because right now this sell side liquidity is still holding price here. So if price was to create an order block here and then get some momentum and leave an imbalance behind, then it will look better for me to enter. Now we have the negative of course, sell side liquidity from Asia, and like I said, that cycle may want to come up here for buy side liquidity. So we'll see how that goes. I wouldn't mind, like I said, if this was to create another lower high here and then break down. Now, as I mentioned on the higher time frame, once we're down in this discount where this 1 hour order block is down here, that's where I would look to see what price does. Price may come, it may sweep its own internal low or just hold the low, break of structure above some high maybe that it creates here, and then I can look into going long with trend opportunities down in this discount. Okay, so but until then, until we're in a discount, while we're in this premium, I'll be looking for those pullback shorts. So I hope that was clear. I hope you gained value from that. Any questions, let me know in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.